Welcome to Spy Company UK. In this video I'm going to be talking about the power bank camera. So it's just a normal power bank that you can charge your phone off, but on the one end there's a camera hidden just in the hole there. So the idea is you can use it whilst carrying it in your hands. You can leave it at home or on an office table and record on motion if you wish to. The device itself, like I said, from the outside it looks like a normal power bank. You've got at the bottom here the charge port to charge the battery. Now the battery inside is used for obviously powering the camera and for actually being able to charge your phone as well. This larger one is used for actually taking power from the camera, or from the battery rather. So if you do want to charge your phone, we do supply a USB-C and flash charging cable, so just plug one in there and the other end in your phone, you can charge it as normal. Now, like a normal battery pack, you can see the power level, so as you're charging it there, the lights will light up. If you want to see how much is it left at any time, just press the little button there, it'll light up. So you can see there's 2 out of the 4 lit, so there's about 50% in there. At the bottom here is a switch for turning the camera on and off. So if you want to start recording, you can quickly switch it on or off and the camera will start recording. So you don't need to do anything else other than turn that switch on. However, before you do that, you do need to make sure that there's an SD card in there and that the settings are correct. So we'll do that now. We need to take off this cap here. So the cap doesn't pull up rather, it pulls away. So from the side, there's a little rim. You just put your fingernails behind and pull it up, and then so it pulls away like this. Inside you'll see that you've got an SD card slot on the side. You've got Wi-Fi on and off, motion and continuous, and you've got another USB port here rather. So this USB port is actually used for offloading the videos. So once you've made a video recording, if you want to watch it on your computer, you could plug in the same USB port here that you can use for charging. You can also plug that in there, the other end in the computer, and then you'll be able to watch the videos that way. Or you can just take the SD card back out and plug that directly into your computer instead if you've got an SD card slot. So before we can start recording, you will have an SD card in the box, though for this I will use a spare one rather than opening a new one. So the way the card goes in is gold teeth going in first, and the gold teeth are facing away from the controls. So into that little slot on the side there, and then so just going in like this, and then push it in until it clicks in place, and it's just flush with the actual device itself. Now with the controls, you've got M and C, which is motion and continuous. So if you wanted to turn the camera on and just record continuously, you want it on C. If you want to leave the camera lying around so it just records when there's motion, then you want the slide to the M. For this demo I'll leave it on continuous. Then Wi-Fi. If you want to be able to view from your phone, you need to make sure the Wi-Fi is on. So that means that as long as you're within a close distance, within about 10-15 meters, then you'll be able to watch live the footage from the camera. If you're not going to use that, turn it off, because it does use some battery life. So without the Wi-Fi on, you should get about 10 hours of recording. However, with the Wi-Fi on, you probably get more like 7 or 8 hours, because it does use quite a bit of power using the Wi-Fi. Once those are in the right place, you can just put the cap back on again. However, I will leave it off so you can see the lights. So if you wanted to turn the camera on at any time, it's just this slide switch here. I'll slide it to the right, and a few seconds later you'll see the lights will turn on. So the blue light just means the camera is now powered. Then you'll have the middle light is a red light to tell you if it's recording, so like that, the red light should be on solid to say it's recording, and then the amber flashing light means it's sending out a Wi-Fi signal. So to be able to watch it live on the phone, you need to make sure the Wi-Fi light is on, as I said. And then on your phone, if you're on an iPhone, if you go to the App Store, if you're on a Android phone like myself, it would be Google Play or the Play Store, and you're looking for this this app rather, PV Cam Viewer. So if you search for that and install it, and then the next thing you'll need to do is go to your Wi-Fi settings on your phone. So wherever they are. For me, I can scroll down twice, click and hold on Wi-Fi, and I'm actually connected to my office router at the moment, which is called SEUK. But what I need to do is connect myself to the camera itself. So if I click on this here, which is PVP3, the numbers might be slightly different on yours, or will be different on yours, but it's the PVP3 is the one that you need. Click on this. Oops. And the first time, let me just forget that, because the first time that you connect to this device, you'll need to put a password in. So I'm just going to go through that. If I click on this, so the first time you connect, you need the password of the number 8 times. And press connect. Just wait for your phone to connect, and if your phone's like mine, it will moan that there's no internet connection. Which there you are. So what it's saying is there's no internet connection. Do I want to use this? So there is no internet connection between this phone and the device. I'm connecting via Wi-Fi, but this is not connected to the internet, so that's why your phone's complaining. So I'll just press yes. I then open up the PV Cam Viewer app and go to device management. Now, if there's no device showing there first time you open, one, make sure you're definitely connected to the device by Wi-Fi. Secondly, I would close the app down, so close it down fully, reopen it, check device management again. If that still isn't working, you might need to turn off your mobile data as well. So turn off your mobile data, make sure you're connected to the camera, close the app, reopen it, just in case it doesn't work. Otherwise, if it does work like this, you just click on the device and then go to recorder settings. And what we're looking at here, actually I better keep it this one. What we're looking at here is what we're seeing live from the device. So there you go. And from here you can start and stop the recording. So if I press stop on the recording there, you see the red light will go off after a few seconds. Turn recording back on again. I'll press cap, which actually, you have to turn off recording first. You can press capture and that will take a photo. So I can control the device from here. The pictures are quite slow to take. So I can control the device from here. I can also I can overwrite the switch as well by putting it into motion mode from here if I wanted to. However, it won't retain that setting, so if I put it into motion mode, if I stopped it and put it into motion mode now, then it'll only work like that until the device is turned off and back on again. After that, it'll remember the setting that's on the switch. So even though I can override it from the app, it's only temporary. So if we go to setup in the top right corner here, we can also turn on the overwrite setting. So that means if the SD card fills up, then instead of stopping, it'll actually go back and write over the oldest footage first. If we go to motion time, this determines how long it records for when it detects motion. So if we put it into motion mode, most of the time it won't be recording. The red light will be off most of the time. But if someone does walk past, it wants to know how long to record for. So you've got a minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then the motion level. So obviously if it's recording too much because the trees are blowing, you can turn that down. If it's missing things, you can turn it up. We can also go back and go to video files, So this will show you the files that are recorded on the device at the moment. You can download them, however I always advise against it because it's slow. So if I wanted to download this one, for example, it wasn't that bad to be fair, but if you wanted to download each and every single one of these, some might be bigger than other ones like this one. Look, it can take a long time to actually download each and every one off the device. So I always advise against it. If there's just one recording, it might be fine, but otherwise I really suggest plugging that into a computer or taking out the SD card, because it is quite slow to actually watch each individual or download each individual file off the device. I'm just going to cancel that. If you go back again, we've got program settings, which is the one in the bottom left, and this one you can decide whether you want time and date displayed on the recordings. You can synchronize the time, which is the second one down. So what it will do is copy the time off my phone and synchronize it onto the device. We can turn audio on and off, which means we could have it recording without audio. We've got the resolution and frame rate. It looks like you can't adjust the frame rate on this device though. Make the SSID visible. I would suggest you leave that on, otherwise you won't be able to connect to the camera. But you can change the password from the standard 88s until something else if you wanted to. We can format the SD card, that's just to clear all the recordings off, and you also got information about the storage, how much is left on the SD card. So basically all you really need to do to use the device is, normally you'd have the cap on. If you want to stop recording, you flick the switch to the left. If you want to start recording, you flick it to the right. If you wanted to watch it on your phone, then you need to go onto your internet settings, make sure you're connected to the camera, which isn't showing up in the list yet because I've just turned the camera off. Connect to the camera's Wi-Fi, and once you're connected, all you got to do then is open up the. Yeah, it's back on now. Once it's connected, all you would have to do then is open up the PV Cam Viewer app, go to Device Management, select it once it's shown online, and go to Recorder Settings, and be able to watch it live. So it is very quick to use. If you want to make a quick recording, you can turn it straight on. Once you're done with that, then as I say before, to watch the recordings, you can download them off the app one at a time if you wanted to, but I really suggest not doing that. So the other alternative is to open up the cap. You can either leave the SD card in and then plug the one side of the USB cable into the side of the device and the other end into a computer, or you can take the SD card out, plug it straight into a computer or into a USB converter or a larger SD card if you needed to. But apart from that, that explains everything for the power bank camera.